you talk with Jar much?
Oh yeah. Traded swear words.
Really? That's what you asked him about?
A completely different tech base, and you start there.
You wanna talk shop? Talk shop. I wanna know it.
Ah. I can try talking to him for you.
That's kind, Subi. But I don't think it will help.
Fold orbit is steady. Tracking a remnant architect.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
A lonely system. It's almost lost in the Scourge.
What else could be lost out there? I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
came from this system. From Havarl. It looks so small from here.
Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. I found something. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit. I'm picking up something. Probes launched. Getting a scan.
Sending the nav point for Darpalev. That's where the Moshai's team should be. It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his...
Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Bringing us in.
full of life. Maybe there are golden worlds out here after all.
It is beautiful. But the wilds can also be deadly. Pathfinder.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
None of these readings show any change. How could there not be a change? Jarl, what are you doing here, in the company of these people?
Kiran, this is Pathfinder Ryder, from a long way away. Ryder, Kiran Dals, lead scientist at Dar Palev.
I am honored to meet you, as a representative of the Andromeda Initiative.
Are all their people this formal?
I don't think so. Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
Are they still alive?
Vitals remain steady and neural patterns resemble those exhibited in deep sleep. We subjected them to various stimuli, injections of Kachari, nothing worked.
Let Ryder try. He's worked the Remnant tech inside a vault. Or so he says.
Ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. But if you think the alien can help, I'll set skepticism aside. The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again.
I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
I'm ready to prove my people are good allies.
A strong statement that doesn't answer my question. My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
These house guests, I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators, too many to face alone.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this.
No transports available. Emergency support for cat attacks. All of them.
Oh? Man Rouge. What's he doing here?
What?
Is everything all right? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation? You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, you can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. It shouldn't have taken more than a day. But things never go according to schedule, do they?
You don't seem to like Havarl very much.
Havarl's other regions suit me just fine. But here... oh no. I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Palev was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
Sniffing around.
Got them all.
Pathfinder, the computer system appears to be damaged.
Let's see if we can recover anything from it.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
I can't imagine what you're feeling right now.
Shouldn't have let myself hope.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with the city's network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
All I heard is there's a chance. Let's go for it.
That didn't fully translate, but I know optimism when I hear it. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I've detected energy readings consistent with an active network node.
Is it on the surface?
We'll find out. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloading and done. You did it.
We did it. Go team.
If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
Watch out for Rokar and Garen fanatics that hate aliens. That means you.
Charming. Kieran Dawes said something about fish and gems to me. What was that all about?
In an ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. Meaning your success with Remnant is probability, not skill. As the number of cases approaches infinity, the unlikeliest outcomes become likely.
Oh. Thought it might have been something like that.
That's teamwork. That'll ship. One song.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Good one. Good one. Right between the eyes. Coordinated strike now.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
If you get any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
Let's be careful around the native flora, okay, everyone?
I'm gonna guess those mushrooms aren't edible.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be.
Scanning will reveal the missing glyphs.
Okay, let's solve this thing.
The interface failed, Pathfinder. It appears that was incorrect.
Reading of the monitors and... Scatting stars. What? Who are you? How did...
Pathfinder Ryder. with the Andromeda Initiative. I'm from another galaxy. Take a moment, find your bearings.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal? Do none of you remember getting frozen? Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on. We should make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from. This Sam of yours, in your head, how is it allowing you to interface with the Remnant?
Sam helps with analysis and translation, among other things. It's complicated.
You don't feel any different?
I don't think so. Why? Do you?
My mind feels clouded, but I don't know if I'm just tired.
What do you mean, grey spiky aliens? Ket?
No. These were different. We were doing a survey of the area and saw them before the freeze.
You mean Turians? You saw Turians?
Why don't you and Torvald talk about that later? Right now, I want to thank you for saving my team.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest? Kieran, I've been thinking. If Ryder can use Remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop Havarl's decline?
Havarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time.
Kieran wants to talk more about Havarl's decline. We should discuss it when you have time.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories, by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Good to see you again, Pathfinder.
Mithrava and the sages. Tell me more about that.
We don't know much. They limit their interactions with everyone else. Even when they need to trade, they say very little. Kiren's probably ashamed I even brought them up. It's just that I once heard... Stars, you'll mock me.
I won't mock or tease, you have my word. Please, go on.
When I was small, I overheard a story the sages tell of a man who lived through the Scourge. The Scourge shut down the monoliths on all planets. The vaults stopped working. But this man understood Remnant. They don't know how. And he did something. He's the reason the vault and the two monoliths worked for as long as they did. And if the tale's true...
Maybe they know the location of the third monolith.
Yes.
Before you got caught in that stasis field, Kiren says you were studying the monolith. What did you learn?
There's a vault here. When the Scourge hit, it took down some functionality. It's still working to some extent, but with only 2 out of 3 monoliths, the system is off balance.
And you can't reset it without the third one.
Exactly. We hoped that with enough understanding of the monoliths, we could attach our own tech to it, correct it somehow. But progress is slow. Too slow.
We can speak more later.
I'll be here.
so hard to believe what the scientists were saying. This place looks perfect.
You can bleed under the skin and not see it. The wound's still there.
Behind you!
That's teamwork.
That's a long way to fall.
Stay alert. We don't know what's down there.
We've scanned this area. These structures go deep below the ground.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Reloading!
Ryder! Roll car.
What are they doing out here?
Those are Natanus uniforms, Pathfinder.
The Turian Ark? Here they come!
The target's off scope.
Survived it. Annis, we can survive this!
We've got hostiles!
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
More hostiles! Shield boost enabled. We've got hostiles! Great shot!
Shot to the gut. Painful. I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is trying. Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military? A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years. So you're used to being above the law. Well, good thing there are no laws in Andromeda, huh? The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanus hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here. What happened? Where's the Ark? No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod. A fall like that should have killed you. Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where. He hasn't made it back to the Nexus. Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now. We need every Pathfinder we can get. The debris and stasis pods from Natanus are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something. The settlers here need your help. I'm a stopgap. Mason is the solution. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.
If the Nexus made it, maybe we're not alone.
I can't believe this is really happening. Thought we'd be stuck here forever, or until the aliens killed us. We built this camp from what remained of our stasis pod. If we leave, we can't abandon our wreckage. There's debris we couldn't get to out there. We have to take it with us.
Anything from the crash belongs to the Initiative. It'll go back to the Nexus with you.
Good. No telling what's still intact. Don't want hostile aliens using it against us. If you find anything from Ark Natanus, tag it for recovery. Oh, and thank you.
anything here. Or let any sap stick on your skin.
Thanks, Jal.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
We've got targets!
Excellently done!
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. 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 Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Here they come!
This must be the crash site Helena mentioned.
Took one out! Right between the eyes.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
We're not alone.
Loading ammo!
work.
Clear!
Get ready to fight!
Good one.
Readings indicate all Turian wreckage on Havarl has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy removing them.